Hello guys, it's been a while since I've done a sit down video and I really just wanted to do this one. I've had kind of a shit day and the TBR stuff just really usually ups my mood. So we're gonna jump right in. We're not gonna talk about it and we're gonna draw some cards. So I am restarting this. Last month, the month of July, I kind of dubbed, I don't even know if I said this out loud, but I dubbed it as kind of like my own thing kind of thing, where I get to decide what I read, and I'm resetting, because I haven't really reset. Well, maybe I did at the beginning of the year. I honestly don't remember. But I'm redoing it. I didn't read like anything that was on my TBR in June, so we're just restarting everything. We got 6 prompts and we're gonna see what happens. So let's shuffle these cards up, although the last time I probably used this deck was the last time I did TBR game. For those of you who haven't seen my TBR game before, I would encourage you to check out some of the past ones. I usually do this about once a month, just kind of as a basic idea of what I should read for the month. I do 6 card draws, and I have a board game, or a board that's right here next to me that my sister made, where each card is represented by a prompt, and whatever I draw here will represent, I will have to find a book that matches that prompt. I have 6 prompts per month. What I have been doing is each time I do not complete one of the prompts the month before, I have to add a draw in the next month. So I've gotten up to like 10 draws and then I reset. Which maybe that's gonna be my main rule. If I get up to 10, I reset, because it's not often, honestly, that I read more than 10 books a month right now. I just don't. That may change, but for now, that's where we're at. So we're gonna shuffle these. I shuffle the other way, but it gets very loud. So, all right, and we're gonna split the deck. There we go, and let's get started. Draw number 1. We've got the 5 of clubs. Clubs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one says, oh no, tome. All right, we're going to read a tome. So as you saw, the first draw was tome, and what a tome is a book over 500 pages. I have the perfect book for this, actually. It is currently still July, but I am currently reading the 4th book in the Dungeon Crawler Carl series, and I know that one's over 500 pages. Let me look up the 5th one in the series, because I am truly enjoying this series. It has taken a very dark turn as of the Gate of the Feral Gods, which I was right, is 589 pages. Book 5, The Butcher's Masquerade, is 708 pages. So that's gonna be the book that I'm picking for tome. Is gonna be The Butcher's Masquerade, which is the 5th book in the Dungeon Crawler Carl series. Now, for those of you who have not heard, Dungeon Crawler Carl is a series that follows a man named Carl who one night is out chasing his cat who has run up a tree, or his ex-girlfriend's cat who has run up a tree, when suddenly all of the buildings in the world collapse at once. And Carl is outside of the buildings, so he does not die, and him and the cat end up being thrown into this dungeonous world where basically they're trying to survive. It is quite the adventure. There's alien races that have invaded the earth and are saying that we owe them. So they have mined all of the usable minerals on usable, they don't say minerals, they say something else, but still, I'm doing a very bad job of explaining this book, but it is a lot of fun. The first couple books were adventure stories purely, and then once it got to like the 3rd book, it started being almost more horror-esque, very Dungeons and Dragons, very fight to the death kind of thing, and it honestly is starting to get very social media based as well, which is very interesting. So I am absolutely loving this series. Like I said, I am on the 4th one. I'm a little over 100 pages into the the fourth one, and it is proving very interesting. So I would like to continue this series. I know it's going to be like, I think a 10-book series, and 7 of them are out right now. So I'm just basically going to binge the first 7 books. Cannot recommend the audiobook enough. I cannot recommend the audiobook enough. I really can't. So would definitely recommend. All right, draw number 2. Oh, we got an Ace of Clubs. Interesting. Oh, it's upside down. Sorry. This way. We got some swords. And king. Ace is right here on top. And this one is... Come on. Author last name. Alright, I hate when I put these ones on the board. Author last name. So basically what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pull up a random letter generator on my phone. Who's talking to me? Stop. I'm gonna pull up a random letter generator on my phone, and I'm gonna find an author on my shelves whose last name begins with that letter. All right, here we go. It says V. That's what it showed up as. Z. Ooh. I do actually have Z, so we're gonna do Z. What do I have that starts with a Z? I actually have more than one, which is interesting. And then let me look, what else have we got? Yay. Oh, I have a couple of those. Okay, I didn't expect to have many. And Island Shifters and Of Bones. So I have Island Shifters by Valerie Zambito and Ashley Davis. Of Bones and Skulls by Samantha Ziegler. And then the Bedlam in Bethlehem box set, say that 5 times fast, by Nicole Zoltak. I probably should have waited until my phone had more battery. Oh, that one. Oh, this is a paranormal mystery series. Okay. Okay, but actually. So I could do that one. I could do, what is it? Song of Silver Flame Like Night. I could do Red Tigress. I could do All Roads Lead Here. Or I could do Culty. What am I feeling? I feel like that was a lot more complicated than it needed to be. We're gonna do this one. Song of Silver Flame Like Night by Emily Wenzel. This book I have started. I got almost halfway through this book and I put it down and I never picked it up again. I think it was last year that I started it. I really do want to read this. I really was enjoying myself as well. So I think I'd like to continue, and I think this is like the Barnes & Noble special edition. Yeah, exclusive edition from Barnes & Noble. Cool. It's very pretty. I really liked Blood Heir, honestly. I know I might be in the minority on that one, but I really enjoyed Blood Heir, so we'll see. I'm gonna give this one a shot again. See if I can do it. I had more authors with Z last names than I thought. Draw number 3. 1 card. Oh my gosh, I swear I shuffled these. Right, we got the 6 of clubs. I'm gonna say now, if I get all of them in clubs, I'm gonna do an extra draw, because that's just, that feels wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, middle grade. Oh, what do I have that's middle grade? I have some ebooks, so maybe I'll do an ebook. I don't know if I actually have any physical books that are middle grade anymore. I've kind of gotten rid of most of my physical middle grade books, so let me see what I have. So for middle grade, what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna read The Search for Wandla by Toni Dieterlisi. I don't know why I can't say that out loud. I can say it in my head, I just can't say it out loud. This is a sci-fi book. It's like a sci-fi fantasy book about a girl who's being raised by a robot, and she goes in search of, I want to say, the land of Wandla, but I don't remember. So there is actually like a game with this, a website that goes with this, so I'm very curious about it. I will report back once I figure it out, but it's got really cool like art in it and stuff. I've had this for forever, for a very long time, so we'll see. I have no idea, honestly. I read the first couple chapters and I thought it was intriguing, so we'll see. Draw number 4. Different suit, at least. We got the 6 of spades. Spades right here. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, and we've got short stories. So we're looking for a collection of short stories. So I recently put all of my books together into a it's going side to side, sorry. Into a thing, and it is godsend. I love it so much. Alright, so the one that I'm going to be picking for short stories is Suburban Monsters, or 13 Suburban Monsters. This is by Christopher Hawkins, and it's, I believe, several short stories. Yeah. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. No duh. So this is a collection of 13 horror stories, all written by Christopher Hawkins. Sorry. I got this in a Twisted Retreat box a while ago. It's a really cool cover. Like, there's actually a girl underneath the 13. You can kind of see. Is all embossed. It's really cool. But this is going to be the next book. I don't know what any of them are about. I know the original cover had a lawnmower on the cover. Yeah. So I'm assuming there are a bunch of horror stories that take place in suburbia. So there we go. Alright. Draw number 5. Alright, we got 7 of Hearts. Look, a red card. Oh, that's so exciting. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, what is it? Seasonal book. Alright, a seasonal book. So what season it is? It is summer. And August is like middle of summer. It's supposed to be in the 80s. A lot. I know a lot of these probably take place during the summer. I'm more thinking one that gives me summer vibes. We're gonna go vibes here, honestly. Because that's totally gonna help. Alright, so I got 2 choices here. Ooh, one's a lot bigger than the other one. The first one is My Summer Fling by Dana Eastley. This, I believe, is a brother's best friend. Yeah, she's hosting her brother's wedding. Oh no, there's been damage to this one. That one's probably me, though. She's hosting her big brother's wedding at her beach house. And she's been secretly in love with her brother's best friend since they were kids. They have history, some very secret, very intimate, and very unpleasant history. And despite her protests, he shows up in her little island town for the summer to help her plan her big brother's wedding. So this honestly could be like a really cute, really short book. If I wanted to add a short book to this, it is, no spoilers, no spoilers, no spoilers. 217 pages. And then the other choice is A Summer of Dandelions by Whitney Amazine. I got this one last year at a con, and this is a fake marriage of convenience where I think she's watching his kid, or he just fired her. Yeah, he just got her fired from her job and she's now the nanny for his kids. And didn't realize the connection there. There's also a road trip involved, which has my attention, and from what I understand, there's no third act breakup, which is good. I don't like a third act breakup, it bothers me. But that's a personal thing for me. I think I'm gonna go with A Summer of Dandelions. I've been wanting to read this one for a while. This is the first book in what is probably going to be a series of interconnected novels. I believe this is the author's debut, though. Nope, it's not. I lied. But this is the first one in the series. It's really cute. She signed it for me, and then I also have a bookplate from her, which is really cute. So I think I also have stickers somewhere from her as well. So I think we're gonna go with this one. I think it'll be cute. With all of my high fantasy slasher stuff that I'm reading apparently this month. Alright, and then the final draw. We've got the 2 of friggin' clubs. Oh my gosh. Really? 1, 2. Oh, it's a novella. Okay. Alright, so a novella is something under 250 pages, I believe. 70 to 160 pages. There we go. I was like, that can't be right. So I have quite a few that I could do, actually, it turns out, for this, but most of them are actually, most of my shorter books are actually over 200 pages. The one I'm gonna go with is Camera Chemistry by Chelsea Curto. This is the first book in the, I don't remember what it's called, and it's not actually written on here anywhere. But this is the second one. So the second one is much longer than the first one. This is the only one that's a novella, I believe, in this series. But this follows two characters who are complete strangers. They're recruited by a camera friend, a mutual friend of theirs, who is trying to do this viral trend where strangers meet and end up scantily clothed taking photos together kind of thing. Like, it's supposed to be a romantic thing. I don't exactly remember how it works, but I'm very curious about this. I read the first couple pages of it and I really like the writing style. So we're gonna give this one a shot. I'm excited. I think it'll be a lot of fun. I think it'll be cute, honestly. So I got a tome and a novella. That's how you do it. So, in summary, these books are on my TBR, plus the Dungeon Crawler Carl book, which I do not remember the title. I'm so sorry. But the Dungeon Crawler Carl book goes for tome, and then we have Song of Silver Flame Like Night for author last name, which was the letter Z. Then we have The Search for Wandla for middle grade. There's 13 Suburban Monsters for short stories. We have a Summer of Dandelions for seasonal book, and we have Camera Chemistry for novella. So these are the books I'm hoping to read in the month of August. I've got a little bit of everything, which I'm really okay with. I think that's a good way to do it. I'm up and down as far as my reading goes. We're getting closer to our wedding, so I'm just not reading as much right now because, or I'm reading a lot. It really depends on the day and my mood and what's going on. So that's what I got for you guys here today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to put these down. I'm not being a waitress right now. But that's what I got for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, keep reading, and keep moving forward. Bye.